this. And currently, I am working in HCL Tech as a senior cybersecurity analyst position and delivering to services of clients. If I talking about the hands-on experience, so I have hands-on experience with multiple security solutions that add up the skills and for the investigation, analyzing, and incidents response, threat detections. And we are using, if I can tell about my tools proficiency, so we are using the sim tools like I have hands-on experience in Tejas XDR, Sentinel, and as well as Splunk. And if the for email security, I have good hands-on experience with Proofpoint and Micro 365 of Defender. And for endpoint security, I have good hands-on experience with MD and as and for proxy, we are using Zscaler, and also for zero trust, we are using Zscaler. So for Zscaler, we have received VA malware, crypto minings, and this type of detection like a content filtering. For vulnerability assessment, we are using LS and Rapid7, and for WAF, we are using Cloudflare. So it's all about my tools proficiency. If you want like further, what is the my roles and responsibility, so I can further tell you. So that's my short intro. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, do let me know even your roles and responsibilities also.
So roles and responsibility, basically here I am like in 6 persons in my teams, so we are direct reporting to our manager. So 24 into 7 supports, and like in every shift is one senior resource and one junior resource. So the senior resource responsibility, the overall shift, like I can say the shift lead. So if any customers queries anything in between shift time, and also the customer data presentation, yeah, weekly calls, so and MOM updates, all these things, like all responsibility from like who is the handling the shift. If I can tell about the technical terms, so we are analyzing and investigating, detecting, following the vulnerability assessment, and whatever detection receives overall tools. So we have investigating and find the root cause and taking the remediation action.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe your hands-on experience with CrowdStrike Falcon in production environment?
So, sir, CrowdStrike Falcon environment, sir, we have if like actually, sir, in previous I have aligned with another project, so where the for CrowdStrike is used in this project. So, if in this like if we have received any detections from CrowdStrike, like if user any file is suspicious, a user is sharing any file, any detection is observed. So we have received also if any. Cloud based like a S3 bucket and delete any bucket privilege. So this type of alerts receives. Although like the suspicious Azure role assignment detected, so this type of detection we have received. But if I can say about the MD, so in terms of I have good hands-on experience in MD, but yes, I am aware about the CrowdStrike as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you describe a time when you have performed root cause analysis on a suspicious endpoint behavior?
Suspicious endpoint behavior like for file sharing, a URL for what?
You can take whatever example you have been what is experienced with.
So like multiple type in daily basis, I can say we have received the as a malicious URL attachment in users. So the attacker is delivered mail to by a mail as a phishing email, a malware email. So we have also received detection from MD currently. So in this case, we need to check first the status is like mail is delivered or not. If mail is quarantine, then first like what happened, the mail first is continue, then after take some time to tools is detected like this is the suspicious and malware, so mail is quarantine. In between time, what happened, user is read a unread a permitted click, so these things we need to check. Also how many users are affected, and who, what is the sender. The sender is like any previous communication font, yeah, sender is sponsors, yeah, any vendor. Also the recipient, and between time period, this is very important factor, we need to check the header and like uh, I am currently telling about the email perspective. So we need to also analyze the header and like uh, sender form. If both are same, then goods. And also we need to verify the policy route, like the inbound and outbound. What is the policy? Also we need to check the authentication, SPF and DMARC is passed or fail. If in this case, if any attachment and URL is there, now come in picture like an MD need to the what exact. So we need to first what is the URL reputation, how many URL is how many users are affected in this URL. If any attachment, then by a SHA value we can check in our environment like how many users are affected. Also we verify by the sandbox report the URL is suspicious, malicious, spam. Then if anything is found suspicious or any IOCs is observed, then we need to take a remediation action. Like if user is permitted click, then we need to finalize and taking the force password reset. And if everything is good, and sometimes what happen, user is some business emails receives, so we need to also take the user confirmation this email is everything is like good, but we have received some alerts for BC, business email compromise based on some terminology. Yeah, if any invoice is user is sharing, because currently I'm working in healthcare related project. So sometimes what happen, any billing related advice related user is receives mail, then what happen, the MD and proof point is detected the alerts as per BC and imposter alerts. So we need to verify with the user. If everything is good, then we need to go ahead with Microsoft and proof point for false positive ticket. Like this, as per we have analyzed, this is false nothing. So we need to, if anything, like sometimes what happen, the like user account is take your activities. So we need, and our tools is security tools is not detected, but somehow like one time is proof point detected but MD is not detected, and MD is detected then proof point is not detected. So we need to also go ahead and create a false negative case, right? Like why it is not detected and what is the problem. So this type of investigation we have performed. And as per query and URL, also we need to verify in MD like how many users post get traffic is going on. What?
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
How have you what do you say contributed to SOAR automation in endpoint detection workflow?
Could you, sorry, sir, could you please repeat again?
How have you contributed to SOAR automation in endpoint detection workflows?
Sir, automation workflow, like if in what you want to like ask what I can do in my
What
organization.
have you done?
Okay, sorry, sir. So in this case, like if any automation, so can I tell you about the Sentinel perspective?
Yes, please.
So what happened in we have received the force password reset. The force password reset is performed by the uh, mm, service desk team. So in this case, if any is urgent, then we need to drop mail service desk team and coordinate with service desk team. So with customer support, we have the implement like a workflow. So if we have drops like a user manager and user based on the workflow, if we have submitted on channel, then if L3 and L4 team is approved anyone, then the user's password automatic reset, and the temporary password is by a mail sent with the user's managers. So this is the first thing. And also automation, if we have received any multiples the false positive alarm, so we need to conclusion like based on the user's activity and the same pattern. So we need to also finalize and draft the mail for the based on IOCs any common pattern, then drop the mail for the L3 and for fine tuning.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
How do you trace an attack chain from initial access to execution on an endpoint?
Uh, Initial access
To
for like
execution of an endpoint.
if user is want to access initial, so first like we need to, sir, could you please tell me about any attack name so I can better explain.
Okay. I would like to know your experiences on this, not giving me an example. See, how do you trace an attack chain? We can specifically, okay, from initial access to execution on an endpoint. So did you any
So if
experience? Did you have any experience? Means did you any go through any experience in your workflows of any such in the past?
sir workflows, I'm not getting the clear question, so that's why I'm like little bit confused.
Okay, okay. Let's go to the next one then. How do you create and maintain SOPs and runbooks for EDR operations?
Yes, I have create like if we have received the already in OneNote multiple SOPs and all these things is there. But if we have received any new types of detections, like sometimes any user is perform any activity, then so we have create the document for proper document, then update is OneNote.
Okay.
Yes.
Describe your interaction with CDC or governance team.
So, sir, we have the weekly call with the CDC. So, in this with time, the who is the available in US shift. So, so we have joined. So they have discussing like a framework and all these things following this process and governance call. So, but we have not as much enrolled with the governance call. My lead is like my manager is always join. But if she is not available, then we will join
Okay.
in governance call. And yes.
Where do you review suppressed detections in Falcon?
Sir, we have we first we have received detection by the mail. So we have received the email like this user is transfer, yeah, this user is using USB. So we have analyzed. Then for we need to drop the finds our investigation. If we need to further any like review and all these things, so we reach out to direct Falcon team
Okay.
for further. Yeah.
Okay, got it. What artifacts do you collect from an endpoint during a malware investigation?
Sir, in malware investigation, we need to first, sir, we need to first and understand what the five things mainly we need to first understand is the malware is this there. So we need to first user where is want to download these things, like if any file, any URL, and this whatever he is downloaded, the downloaded is successfully a quarantine, and the if the download is successful, the file is created, any outbound connection is there, and the last thing, if this the unauthorized, then we need to check in inventory. Still, sometimes what happen, any IT persons is download some unauthorized application and software, then he is uninstall. So we need to check in inventory, like still this available in users inventories. Then if users inventory available, then we need to take the live session and the remove. If the live session is not possible sometimes, so also we suggest to user for the re-image for the device. So this type in this between time period, we need to check the parent process, child process, where the user response, which command is run, which URL is download, what URL user is want to access. So this type of, I'm giving just a short brief. So this type of investigation we have performed for. If you can want to explain in like email security perspective, so I can also explain, because sometimes what happen, we have also received the malware by email.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Falcon, where do you check if a sensor is offline or unhealthy, and how do you fix it?
Sir, sometimes we need to check the inventories and put at the usernames, the whatever the device and server name. Then we can when I used like 1 year ago, then is right hand side one time last seen about the device, and when device is available, it's the green signals is also there, so we can understand last about the device. And what is the second question, sir? Sorry.
Offline or unhealthy, and how do you fix it?
So if offline and unhealthy, then in sometimes what happen, the threshold is increased about CPU is or devices CPU is increased. This type of detection I handled. So I want to explain. So previously, the if device threshold is increase, then device is showing the unhealthy. And also these type of tasks BM team is perform, like how many devices unhealthy and healthy. So we have received the detection, so we have just check and take a snips like this device is reputation is healthy and unhealthy. Then we have received the SC task from Wintel team, as well as who is the manage the server. So we have also reach out the direct the server owner and this, like if the Intel related or Linux related or Oracle related servers, so concern team will have reach out and ask for the update.
Okay. What steps do you take if an endpoint cannot be isolated due to policy restrictions?
Policy restricted, if not isolate. Sir, this type scenario, sir, if policy restricted, that means we don't have access for this isolate this device.
Okay. Okay. Where do
Maybe the possible because some production servers, sorry for interruption.
no, carry on.
So what happened, as in my environment, some is production servers are there, so we can not go for direct isolate. We need to take as a L3 and suggest for L3. We can tell like this server is, we can this activity observe, we want to, as we can give a recommendation for isolation. So that's up to, because some production servers are there, so we can't direct the go for and isolate.
Okay. Where do you review suppressed detections in Falcon?
Where?
Do you detect or where do you review suppressed detections in Falcon?
Sir, surface detection, I can tell you, like we have received, when we have received the detection. So when the one process ID is there, so by a process ID we can execute exactly what is executed on this alerts, and based on the process ID we can finalize the alerts details.
Okay. How do you determine if Falcon sensor is running in reduced functionality mode?
Running in,
Reduced functionality mode.
sir, sorry sir, I
Okay.
not aware.
Okay. What permissions are required to perform contaminated and RTR actions?
Sir, the XN, like three types. One is reader and one is admin, and in between the second is, so if this- sir, actually I used for 1 year ago. Sir, three rules are there. So one is admin, one is reader, and second is uh, switch types. If they have access, they can contain the device. Sir, currently I'm a little bit confused because the CrowdStrike is used approx 1.5 year ago.
Okay. Okay. So how do you confirm Falcon is actively blocking versus only detecting?
Sir, if we have like when we have investigating anything and we have checked like if anything is suspicious and malicious, then Falcon is direct take access block and quarantine. Then we can understand the Falcon is working like taking as a remediation and blocking action.
Okay. Um, how do you differentiate between red team activity and a real attack?
Red team, like if red team is perform any the offensive, like if they want to find anything in our same organization, like if I am working in say HCL, and HCL's red team is attack the say HCL team is also attack the red team, that means the offensive security. So they also real time assist if they found any gap and vulnerability. So that is called the real time of gap in my organization, in same organization.
Okay. What endpoint telemetry helps confirm data exfiltration?
if when we have checked, like if we have found any IOCs for exploitation, then we can based on IOC we can confirm what exactly exploitation is there.
Okay. What RTR commands do you commonly use during investigations?
Yeah, real time. Sir, could you please tell me RTR full form? I'm a little bit
Real time
confused.
response.
Real time response. So, sorry, could you please repeat again question? I'm again asking for
No,
sorry
no,
for
no,
it.
nothing, nothing. So, what RTR commands do you commonly use during investigations?
So real time assistant, that means when we have investigate anything and we have to see like any help from tools proficiency, like what is exact happened for this activity, so we can understand the real time. Real time, that means if we have received the real time any detection, any activity is going on, and we have received so and real time analysis, so we can say the real time of assistant by the tool.
Okay. How do you test tuning changes safely?
Sir, I am not aware of this term.
Okay. Okay. How do you automate endpoint isolation safely?
Automation safely. Sir, I not perform any automation task for any automation task for like any isolation. We have manually contain, yeah, isolate
Okay. Do you have
devices
experience on playbook?
for creating playbook.
Can you describe a SOAR playbook involving Falcon?
So, sir, basically like if Sentinel is configured with the Falcon, so Sentinel is also the SOAR and cloud native services. So if we have received any detections from like some detection, what happened, the CrowdStrike is detected, like, but we have received by a Sentinel because Sentinel and CrowdStrike both are integrated, so we can understand about the automation.
I'm done with the interview. Any questions from your end?
Sir, no question, but yes, I can say maybe I little bit confused about the theoretical knowledge, but if I can say practical, and if you can when you giving me opportunity and perform any like tracing and find the root cause if any alerts, so yes, I can say I can do my best. So
Sure, sure. My team will get back to you.
thank you so much, sir.